Deb with Deb's Joyful Designs, and today I'm going to show you guys how I engrave my tumblers on my Xtool P2S. This is just a standard 20-ounce tumbler. It doesn't have a mag lid on this one. I do prefer the magnetic lids, but this is what I had. These are from JDS. They're great quality. And I'm going to show you guys my settings and my process for engraving these today. Here we go. Alright, so you're going to need your rotary attachment, and I do have the base, the riser base on my P2S as well. This is the RA2 Pro. They do have the 3 out now, which I'm really looking forward to getting. It has some awesome enhancements on it. But this one is the 2, and this is what I use, and it works great. Right now I have this attachment, as you can see on it. I'm going to show you guys a hack to make tumbler engraving much easier. This certainly works, and if this is what you have, that's totally fine. You can make it work. What I find with these is that it's very hard to get your tumbler even and level, which really impacts the quality of the engraving on your cup, and honestly your level of frustration with engraving tumblers. So you can use that though, just know. You just need to make sure that your tumbler is level and that you've measured everything correctly. But I'm going to show you what I do. Alright, so here is my rotary. And what I'm actually going to do is take off that attachment here. It uses the thicker key on these. And I'm just going to take off the screws. This is where the Pro 3 rotary can really come in handy, because they have magnetic attachments that can pretty easily just be popped in and out, so you don't have to deal with this screwing and unscrewing, which is a little annoying, especially if you go back and forth between a lot of different types of tumblers and different setups. It gets old really fast. Ask me how I know. Anyways, so this thing by the Laser Supply Co. It is a special attachment. You can see this one specifically for the RA2 Pro. And this just goes on directly on to your rotary. You even use the same screws and everything. And this makes it exponentially easier to get your tumblers on there and like positioned perfectly. It makes, if you're doing batch tumblers on here, it makes it so much easier to add everything on. This one, I got it for use with a couple different sizes. So I have the 20 ounce, I think this is the 30 ounce, and then this is the 20 ounce skinny. So what you're gonna do is just get this on there, one. So you're gonna take your tumbler, take your lid off, and this black rim on there, you're going to take it off. Easier said than done, apparently. There we go. Okay. This actually goes on this tool. So you're going to put it where the little indent is on the size that you're using. So I'm using a regular 20 ounce tumbler. So it's just going to go on there like that. Okay. And then now I'm going to attach it, like I said, just with the same screws. Alright, and then I've got my tumbler, and oh, I put my plate around on the riser base. You have little lines on the side that tells you like which level you're at, so I lower mine to about the 1.5 or 2 level on there. Alright, and then before I put this in, I measure the parameter of my tumbler. So I usually measure kind of right about here at one of the larger parts, but maybe not quite all the way up at the top. And it's right about 10.75. I usually put 10.8 on these in the design program. Alright, and then it just goes right on. And then I do typically put this piece at the bottom just for a little bit of added stability on there. And then I check. You want to make sure that it's kind of not like moving all over the place. this little level does come with your machine. And you can kind of check, so see there, like I probably need to raise up just a little bit on that. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. The other thing that you need to make sure is you need to check the placement as far as where it's going to measure your distance on your tumbler. So this red dot, you need that to be at the highest point of your tumbler. Okay, so kind of right there in the middle, that's where it's going to measure. And I mean highest this way, not necessarily highest this way. So I don't typically have to go all the way up to the metal there. I usually just stay on the powder coating. All right, so that is set up pretty well. So let's go ahead and measure. We're going to move over to the computer and get our measurements and get going. So in Studio here, I'm going to select the check attachment for the rotary, and then I am going to measure, and then the green line, yep, should move kind of into the middle of the tumbler. I'm going to enter my perimeter that I measured earlier. Alrighty, and then kind of, I like to use the close shot on these. And then we can get together and move our design over here. I do play with the sizing a little bit. I like them to be around 3 inches in height or a bit less. Somewhere in the 3 to 3.5 is usually a good spot. Definitely not more than 3.5. And then, very important, you're going to turn it upside down just for how it engraves on the tumbler facing that direction. Yeah, and then I kind of play with the sizing here a bit. And then most importantly of all, I'm going to look at my settings. I do 50 power, 250 for speed, and then I do 160 for lines. Okay, and those are pretty standard settings for most tumblers. If I'm doing like a Yeti or something like that, I will bump up to 75 power usually. But let's get this going. Alright, so we are going to clean this up and use magic erasers and this LA Awesome spray. It is very inexpensive. You can usually get it at the hardware store. And all I'm going to do is spray on here, and you can already see it kind of getting clearer. And then I do wet my magic eraser just a little bit. Alright, and see how that's already just easily coming off. Alrighty. And then let's just grab some paper towels. Alright. See how that cleaned right up? Occasionally I'll do just like a second little pass there. And on this one, I'm not even really using any pressure either. Alright, there you go. And then I will just take this and like rinse it off, wash it off in the sink, just kind of to get the like little bit of grease off there, but that's it. And there it is. Look at that sharpness. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them below in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.